Today we are unlocking two of the most popular stitches in crochet, the half double crochet and the double crochet. Whether you're brand new or need a refresher, these stitches will help your projects to turn out so fun and fabulous. Grab your yarn and your hook and let's create some magic. Hi, I'm Diana and I'm here to help you build confidence in your crochet skills. And I really believe, truly believe, in what you can create. Whether you're picking up your hook for the first time or you're adding stitches to your arsenal of stitches, I'm here to help you every step of the way. Let's turn your I hope I can, look what I made. That's the best feeling in the world. Let's get started with our tutorial today, the half double crochet. If you read it on the pattern, you will see the letters H, D, C. The half double crochet is a little bit taller than the single crochet, and I would probably say it is one of my favorite stitches to use because you get a lot of dimension and texture with it, and it's really quick to work up with. This half double crochet demonstration, I've already chained 12 chains, and it's very similar to the single crochet in that we start in the second chain from the hook or wherever it calls in your pattern. You yarn over, put your hook in the chain space, yarn over again, pull that up, and then you pull through all three. So if you wanted to do that again, you would yarn over, put your hook in the space, yarn over, pull it up so you have 3 loops on the hook and pull that through. And that is your half double crochet. Here is the row completed in half double crochets. And if you are wanting to continue with half double crochets, it is still a chain 1, a turn, and then again yarn over, stick it in your space, yarn over, 3 loops on the hook, pull it through. And that is your half double crochet. So the next stitch that I'd like to talk about is the double crochet. For your double crochet, again with your foundation stitch, you will yarn over, put your hook in the second chain from the hook or wherever it is in your pattern, yarn over, so you'll have 3 loops on the hook, kind of like your half double crochet. You'll yarn over, pull through 2, and then you'll pull through 2, and there's your double crochet. We'll do that again. Yarn over, put your hook in the loop, yarn over, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, put it in that space, pull through 2, pull through 2. So when you are working on a granny square, I am going to go ahead and put the pattern for this and a project that is on my YouTube channel to create a granny square. But this is all double crochets and chain. That's all that this project is. For a basic granny square, you will need a 5mm hook, a darning needle, a pair of scissors, and some yarn. For your basic granny square, I prefer to do the magic ring instead of doing the chaining method. This method works for me because my centers don't seem to pull out of my squares this way when they become like an article of clothing or a blanket. So I will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I will do a double crochet, another double crochet, chain 2, and then I will do another set of double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then I will chain 2, and I will pull this tail to close my ring there, and then I will do another set of double crochet, 2, 3, and I will do a chain 2, and then I will do another set of 3 double crochet. And then I will chain 2, and I will pull my tail tight, and I will slip stitch into that chain 3 that we started with, and there we go. There's the center part, and I prefer that the centers are tighter than this. I don't like to see a centerpiece, so I'm going to pull this a little bit tighter so it closes the circle. It's going to cooperate, closes the circle, and we will work that end in a second. All right, now that we've got that center part, what we want to do is, again, granny squares can be adjustable to the size that you need to make it, but the rhythm or the way that the square becomes changes with each round. And once you get the pattern down, you should be able to understand the rest of your granny square. So now that we're in, this is the front side right now, but what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and we're actually going to flip the work, and we're going to work a double crochet, and then another double crochet, and then a chain 2, and then we're going to work 3 double crochet, and there's our corner, which is amazing. And then we're going to go and we're going to work 3 double crochet into the corner, chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet 3 times, and then we're going to work into this corner over here, again with our double crochet 3 times, 2, 3, chain 2, and then work 3 double crochets. Gosh, my dog is ridiculous right now. And then for our final corner, we're going to repeat that same pattern with 3 double crochets, a chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. Because this tail is annoying me right now, after our 3 double crochets, we're going to slip stitch it into the top there, and I'm just going to pull this up and put, if you have a stitch marker, it will work to put a stitch marker in here, and we are going to work this end in. So we're going to pull it tight like I like it, and with our darning needle we are going to work that into the back loops on your back side just a couple times. Actually 3 times. We're going to go around this way. And then we can trim it, and that tail isn't in the way, and our center is tight. All right, for our round 3, so that was our first round. Here's our second round, and you can see the back stitches here from the first round.
I found some web results. It shows it if you are
Siri?
from your iPhone.
No. Working from home with Siri. Okay. Now that we have that stitched in, what I'm going to do is, again, flip the work. We're going to chain 2 first. 1, 2, then we're going to flip our work and work again with 3 double crochet, and then we're going to work our corner with the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then we're going to work that into that round here, and work into that space with 3 double crochet, and then create our corner again, 3 double crochet. See what I was saying about the pattern? Chain 2, and then 3 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet in the corner, and it's kind of like a mindless thing once you get the rhythm of it. Chain 2, we're just going to continue the 3 double crochet until we get around to the other side. All right, now that we've reached the other side, we're going to slip stitch into the top of there. We're just going to stop for a minute so you can see we've done 3 rows. Now, because I'm flipping my work, it's keeping my square square. If I didn't flip my work, it wouldn't keep the square a square. It actually makes it oblong. So remember, when you're doing your granny squares, to make sure that you turn your work and flip your work every time. The granny square is versatile, like we talked about. Here's another color of a granny square, and you can count the different rows that you've done. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one we did here was 1, 2, 3. You can change the size of your granny square by a few things: changing your crochet hook, changing your yarn, and changing your type of yarn. I'm now going to demonstrate a few projects that you can make with granny squares that I have made just recently and wanted to share with you. Once you finish your granny square, you would tie it off. So you would slip stitch in there, we would slip stitch there, then we would trim it, and then we work in the end in the back of our granny square. And then you would, create another one for your multitudinous of projects that you can use with your granny squares. I would really love to know what you are creating or consider creating with these stitches. You're doing amazing. Keep going. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, so that we can continue to build your crochet confidence together. I'm Diana, and I can't wait to see what you're going to create next. Happy crocheting! Because my dogs keep walking around with their little nails.